McDonough has appeared in the films Goldeneye and Eyes Wide Shut, and he's won a Tony Award starring in Cabaret on Broadway. Beginning Christmas Day, he can be seen with Anthony Hopkins in the new movie Titus. Please welcome Alan Cumming. Thanks a lot for being here.
Pleasure.
Yes, we've been out here talking about American movies and American television. Do you know about this stuff? Were you aware of American TV growing up?
Well, yeah, because we get some of it, it comes to our shores. And I liked...
Where did you grow up exactly?
Scotland.
In Scotland,
yeah.
Okay. Which shows did you see?
I saw, Charlie's Angels, liked that a lot.
So you got the good stuff?
Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch?
I liked that very much. I liked Huggy Bear.
Yeah, we were talking about... So you knew who Huggy Bear was when we were
I wanted to
discussing
be
it.
Huggy Bear, actually. I wanted to be black and a pimp. When I was
That would have been very convincing. The Scottish black pimp from the 70s.
He was so cool. I saw a picture of him, actually, in a magazine recently.
The actor?
Yeah, the man
Antonio Fargas.
Is that right?
I believe that's his name,
He's still looking good.
Well, call him up. You could change this man's life right now. He maybe not be getting enough work, so you could help him.
Yeah.
Yeah, call him up. Say,
I'd Scottish boy roles he could play in.
Yeah, get him. Put him in a kilt. Now, I've been reading a lot about this movie Titus, and you have actually what I've heard. I've not seen it. I've heard it's a pretty steamy love scene with Jessica Lange in this movie. Is this fair to say?
It's not like steamy. It's sort of more. Well, it's my bum. It's just a big
Pardon
long...
me? Hello?
It's my bum.
What?
It's like a sort of, we called the film Titus after this because it's like, it's a big, we're lying in bed, I'm married to her, and we're lying in bed and this Titus is starting to kind of storm our palace. And so it's just, I'm just asleep really, but it's a big crane shot that comes over and I'm lying on top of Jessica naked. And it's like, I just so wished I had shaved my bum or done something like that. Because you never know how hairy your bum is. And then you see it on the screen, and it's enormous.
One does not get to, one doesn't look at one's bum ever. It's just something that...
Unless you're very lucky, and you can do things with yourself.
Yeah. I have a photo in my wallet of mine, and every now and then I'm like,
It's more the angle than the
angle.
The angle that the camera's coming in at. I just sort of thought, oh dear, I wish I'd done some exfoliation,
That sounds so fun coming from you, the way you say it. I love that.
Exfoliation.
Yeah.
Now, it was good though. It was nice because it was the last day of the film for us, for me and Jessica, and we were naked in this really comfy bed, and it was nice.
Yeah. Nothing I can say to that. Are you, what about just being, this is a part of what you do that I would be uncomfortable with, being nude around other people. Are you comfortable with nudity in general?
Well, yeah. I'm sort of like, I think I've done it quite a lot now, and so you get more used to it. And
even when the role doesn't call for it.
Yeah.
In that movie where you're the naked detective, yeah. I remember that one.
Naked shopper. Eyes wide naked. I've done quite a lot of it. So on film sets, it's kind of, you have to sort of steel yourself because you'd think, okay, I'm taking off my towel now, and 50 people are going to see it. And so that's my...
Your bum.
Yeah, or your front.
Oh, yeah, right.
But in photos and stuff, it's easier because you're there's hardly anyone there. But I think it's sometimes I've done photos where I've been naked and things, and I think it's good that people who are not all big buff, because men are always all big buff and muscly, and girls are always big boobs and everything. And it's good when people who are different, normal shapes like me are naked. I think it's like a mission I have to let people know that.
That there are, I've thought of just letting myself go.
Why don't you?
Because we set an unrealistic standard for
absolutely.
people.
You're a role model and you have a duty. You have a duty to do this. But I think it's good because everyone's getting so sort of body fascist. And I've got
body fascist.
Body fascist, yeah. And I've got a straight up and down body with not many, curves in it. And
it doesn't curve at all.
It doesn't curve, no. It's just straight up and down.
So your bum just goes straight down. It's a straight vertical.
With a bit of hair.
How do you keep your pants on? I'm just curious.
I just tie them, Velcro them with the hair.
There's a hook in the back. All right. What the hell happened here? What?
When,
You broke our television show.
you know what, in the, when we did that scene, I just remembered there was a bit when, sometimes when you do these scenes, they put a little bit of gauze between you so that you don't actually touch on your bits, you know? And
Well, first of all, who's putting this gauze on?
Well,
Yeah, all right, no, down. Bang.
yeah, they tape it to you. They tape a bit of gauze to you, and then
How do you
lie
get
down.
it off?
Well, you pull it. I mean, hopefully it's with the young lady, so she doesn't have to pull off the hairs on her legs, which is kind of sore. But this time we had a bit of gauze, and then because of the angle of the thing where I was lying, they could see the gauze, right? So some poor little assistant had to come and like pull it out from underneath there, and I was like, ooh.
God.
This is very anal tonight. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. This is fascinating stuff, though.
Yeah, but it's really great Shakespearean tragedy as well, you know.
You could use that. You could, as an actor, you could use the part where they rip it off. You could use that.
Yeah, pain.
Yeah.
Feature, yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk more about the gauze later.
Okay.
You just did a movie with Stallone. Is that right, Sylvester
Yeah,
Stallone?
just finished. Yeah.
What's this movie?
It's called Get Carter. It's a remake of a film in the 70s that Michael Caine did, and he's in this one too, actually. It's a sort of a revenge thriller thing. And I play this computer billionaire who's bad. And, but I really liked it. I've never done, I mean, it's quite scary, you know, Sylvester's really nice, but he's quite imposing. And the first time I met him, I was doing this golf scene. I had to play golf. And he came on the set and he started, and I just thought, what a fabulous impression of Sylvester Stallone. And it was him. See, it's just really odd.
He gets that all the time, I'm
yeah,
sure.
I bet he does. And then he has to nearly kill me at one point. I had my hands tied and I was being dragged through the forest, and he was pushing me about, and I kept falling over, and I banged my head quite badly during one take, and I was sort of saying afterwards, God, this is a nightmare, this is really hard, this stuff. And he went, welcome to action movies. That's a bit Sean Connery, right?
A little Sean Connery in there.
No, I don't know where Sean
I didn't know he had a
Connery
Scottish accent. Very nice. So Titus opens in New York and Los Angeles on Christmas Day, and nationwide.
Oh, you know all that, right?
At the end of January. It's all here on a card.
Great.
I'm that dumb.
Yeah.
Alan, thanks so much. You did us very nice of you. You did us a favor today, and you came
I've
over.
got the phone going. I can tell her
You helped
saved
us
our
out.
ass.
You did. You don't even know what an ass is. That's clear. Alan, though, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
You're a good man. Alan coming, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. That's our show. And I do want to thank all my guests. Eric LaSalle, our thanks. It's very cool of him to be here. Our thanks to Mr. Alan Cumming. He really helped us out tonight. Very funny guy. Our thanks to Tonic for performing. Thanks to Andy Richter and Max Weinberg and the Max Weinberg 7. Stay tuned for later, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Jim Carrey on tomorrow. You check it out.